In a major development with international ramifications, Punjab police have arrested former Tanda Station House officer Gurinderjit Singh Nagra after he was named in the FBI's Operation Hardball, a multinational investigation targeting transnational gangster and extortion networks operating across the United States of America, Canada, Europe and India. When Nagra is accused of conspiring with members of an international gangster network to extort 400,000 US dollars, or also known as nearly rupee 4 crore, from an Indian origin family living in the US. Following the allegations, he was first suspended and shifted to the police lines before being formally arrested after an internal investigation. Punjab police have confirmed that Gurinderjit Singh Nagra has been arrested in connection with FIR number 20 dated January 15, 2026, registered at Tanda police station. He has been booked under the extortion provisions of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita as well as the Prevention of Corruption Act. The departmental inquiry was ordered by Jalandhar Range DIG Dr. Naveen Singla, while the investigation was conducted by Superintendent of Police Vineet Alawat. Based on the findings of the inquiry, a criminal case was registered against Nagra, leading to his arrest. The controversy began after American and Canadian investigative agencies launched Operation Hardball on July 10 in order to dismantle international organized crime networks allegedly linked to gangsters, including Lawrence Bishnoi and Jaggu Bhagwanpuria. During the investigation into the Jaggu Bhagwanpuria's network operating in California, investigators allegedly uncovered evidence pointing towards the involvement of an Indian police officer. And according to the US authorities, Gurinderjit Singh Nagra allegedly worked in coordination with members of the gangster network to extort money from an Indian origin family residing in America. His photograph was also released alongside the list of accused persons identified during the international investigation, and the allegations stem from the murder of Aam Aadmi Party worker and hardware businessman Balwinder Singh, who was shot dead by 3 motorcycle-borne assailants in the village of Husharpur, Tanda area on January 15, 2026. Following the murder, Tanda police registered a case and began an investigation. And shortly after the incident, a social media post claiming responsibility for the killing went viral. And during the investigation, police identified 2 accused, Swaraj, also known as Abhi, and Gurmukh Singh, using CCTV footage and technical evidence. Well, both the suspects were already lodged in jail and were brought on production warrants for the questioning. And on May 24, 2026, then SHO Gurinderjit Singh Nagra addressed a press conference claiming that the murder was the outcome of a family dispute rather than gang rivalry. He alleged that retired Assistant Sub-Inspector Charanjit Singh, who lives in the US and is the deceased's brother-in-law, and hired contract killers because of a long-standing dispute related to his daughter's divorce. Police further claimed that financial transactions amounting to rupees 1.80 lakh had been traced to the alleged shooters, leading investigators to name Charanjit Singh, his son Gurpreet Singh and his daughter as accused in the murder case. However, according to the American investigators, the case took a very different turn after the press conference, as US authorities alleged that just one day after the family members were publicly named in the murder case, they were contacted and asked to pay 400,000 US dollars in exchange for relief in the investigation and protection from the further legal action. Investigators believe that members of Jaggu Bhagwanpuria's international network gathered information about the family living in the US and passed it to the associates in India. The alleged conspiracy involved using the murder case as leverage to extort money from the family and their relatives. US Attorney Bilal alleged that certain Indian police officials were involved in this conspiracy, specifically naming Gurinderjit Singh Nagra. And according to the allegations, gangster associates supplied information about the American family to contacts in India, who then allegedly attempted to pressure the family by threatening prosecution unless the demanded amount was paid. And all these allegations eventually became a key part of the FBI's Operation Hardball investigation. The international probe has already resulted in significant arrest, and Nitish Kaushal, believed to be the foreign handler of gangster Jaggu Bhagwanpuria and a resident of Gurdaspur in Punjab, was recently arrested by the FBI near the Canada-US border. Kaushal had been added to the FBI's wanted list only days before his arrest and is facing multiple charges, including drug trafficking, murder and organized crime offences. Officials say that his arrest was made possible through coordinated action by American and Canadian law enforcement agencies and further legal proceedings, including possible extradition and expanded investigations, are expected. And before his arrest, Gurinderjit Singh Nagra strongly denied all the allegations against him. He maintained that he had never registered any false case or implicated anyone without any evidence. And referring to the Miani murder investigation, he said that the accused were named only after evidence collected during the investigation. Nagra acknowledged that he had received phone calls from members of the accused family after the case, but insisted that he never demanded money from anyone. He also stated that he only knew gangster Goldie Brar through media reports and had never spoken to him directly. While defending his record, Nagra said that he had served as SHO of Tanda police station for nearly 2 years without facing any complaints or allegations of misconduct. He asserted that if the department or criminal investigation proves him guilty, he would resign from service. He also appealed to people not to declare him guilty on social media before the investigation reaches its conclusion. And the arrest of Gurinderjit Singh Nagra represents one of the most significant instances of an Indian police officer being linked to an international organized crime investigation led by the FBI. And with both the Indian and foreign investigative agencies continuing to examine the alleged nexus between gangsters, extortion rackets, and public officials, authorities believe that more revelations and legal action could follow as the Operation Hardball investigation progresses. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.